He's another former one of our students. He's done really well for himself because not only has he trained and developed here as a youngster at the Mantis Kickboxing Club, he's then gone and formed his own class. And here it is here. Bilal, say, what is it?
It's our brother kickboxing.
Yeah. Okay. And he does it very well for his local community.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Salam.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so we've been doing it since 2010. Again, our roots are based from here, and I'm proud of it, and that's what I advocate all the time. In fact, I never see myself as a teacher. I always see myself as a student. I always come back, and I always learn and I develop, and I take what I learn from here and apply it to the wider community.
And to his club. He's quite humble. Very humble. He has his own club, and he's doing very, very well with it as well.
So, how many students have you got on average at the moment at your club?
Roughly, I would say within the 3 classes, about 70 odd students.
Hey, wow,
yeah,
wow. So you're growing and you're doing well with it.
Yeah, again, all credit due to Mantis Kickboxing, nothing to do with me. It's all my teachers. I learned whatever I learned, I applied it and I took it for.
Too humble. It's too humble. Yeah.
So, okay, so what was your original story? Why did you come to this gym? What was it about here that made you, and stay here?
I mean, to be honest, my mum's probably the same age as most of my coaches. So she sort of had that rough upbringing, and she wanted me to be quite rough as well. Just in terms of defending myself.
Yes.
Not as a human being, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
So my older brother started here first, I came in. I actually attended 1 session, and then didn't come for 5 years because it was so hard.
Right.
Once I grew older, I came in, I found a natural love for it. I found that it helped me with discipline, my education, sociability skills, and I can't find, honestly, I can't find any other gym better than this gym.
Really?
It's old school, we're not high tech, we get on with it, and it's beautiful because we've had a handful of champions. And that's why I keep coming back.
Why do you think you've had champions? What is it? What do you think it is? Is it good technique? Is it good coaching? Is it good? You just had good guys that have come through?
I think it's a cluster of all of the above.
Yeah.
So number one, you have old school trainers.
Yes.
Who are sort of not overly emotionally committed, if that makes sense. They're not so worried if the students get hurt in a sense.
Right.
So the training's quite intense. The coaches themselves, again, all ex-champions, all very, very well versed in the sport. And the thing with this gym is that you have a great boxing instructor like Alu, you have great kickboxing instructors like Joe, and again like the late Big Mikey who passed away unfortunately this year. We had him here as well. So it's the cluster of all of the above, I would say. It's not one thing that makes us special, it's all of the above.
Wow. We like basic training.
Yeah.
Always the basics. Footwork, stance, distance, and then applying that in a sense that, a little example, for instance, speed, yeah? We use the bullet from the gun and the bullet from the hand. So once people have got good footwork, good technique, speed, bullet from the hand, bullet from the gun. So we teach them how to mix the two together using footwork, using basic coming off line, coming down, back. You get into trouble, you're not sure, cover up, start again. Footwork, back to the jab. Basics.
Okay.
What's the basics?
What's the basics?
Yeah.
So, introduce yourself a bit more, sir. Who are you?
My name's Olu.
Yes.
I was here when the original instructor, Winston Greenwood, set this up. He was a British and European heavyweight kickboxing champion.
Right.
We met him down at West Ham Boxing Club when we were young, sparring with Nigel Benn,
Yes.
famous Nigel Benn. And he set this up, which was then taken over by Joe. And it's been going now 38 years. So one of the longest here. And we've had some good people come through here. We've had Idris Elba, he started here with his kickboxing. We've had Tim Campbell, the first winner of The Apprentice.
I believe I went to school with Tim Campbell, now I've been told.
You did. You did. And then we've trained quite a few people who've come from the Eastern European community that for one reason or another have had difficulties in life, and we've helped them to channel that energy positively. Some of them have gone on to become champions. So
The proof of the pudding is in the eating, right?
in the training and in the trainers.
Of course.
Yeah.
So tell me, also, how do people, if they want to know more about the gym and they wanted to come down, where are you based and how do they?
We're based in Forest Gate. We're based near the Forest Gate train station, the British Rail train station, in a community hall called Durning Hall Community Hall. Brilliant. It's part of the Aston Mansfield brand. Absolutely brilliant. They come here and they can get all the opening times from downstairs at the reception. So, and as you can see, you look through here, you can see the people training, see the parents watching. Voila.
The dates, times.
Right, the dates, we do Sunday, we do 10 o'clock to 12:30 in the morning. We do Monday, 8 o'clock to 9:30 in the evenings.
Okay.
Yes.
What about if I was training like for a title fight or something I was preparing? Would you do more sessions or anything like that? What happens?
It'll be more intense.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more emphasis placed on the way you execute your movements.
Okay.
A lot more emphasis placed on being instinctive with things. And also, depending on who you're fighting,
yes,
we try to put together a game plan.
Right.
So, if you're going to fight a brawler, we teach you, like, set them up.
Yeah.
Set them up.
Yes.
And knock them out. Yeah. If you're going to fight a very technical person, learn to cut down the ring. Learn to work to his rhythm and then step it up. So also it depends, because sometimes you know in advance who you're going to fight.
Right.
Yeah. So the training, the level of training goes up depending on what you want it for.
Right.
So if you just come here to keep fit, great, we can do that. If you come here to learn how to defend yourself, we can do that. If you come here to learn to fight in competitions, we can do that too.
Talk to us about the champions you've produced, because people always like to hear champions. So when they hear the word champions, they always say, oh yeah, this is a club of champions. But talk to us about champions.
They're not household names.
Okay, don't have to be household names, just champions.
But they are known in their communities.
Right.
I think our first one was a guy called Blairin Petrecci. He was a double British champion. Our next one was another young man called Gizim, Nick Arge. We've had him since he was 14. He's gone on to now run his own little gym, and he became a British champion in kickboxing, all in kickboxing. We've had Jay Petrecci, brothers actually,
yes,
and Ilba Petrecci. We've had another guy called Alex Apuscu, champions. We've had quite a few of them gone on to do very well. Yeah, but they came here with desire, they were ferocious, so they wanted to fight.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't come here to just train.
Okay. Being from Forest Gate, now, would you say that being from somewhere like Forest Gate, East Ham, Stratford, would they be considered, well, I won't say Stratford now, because Stratford's looking quite nice now.
So Forest Gate?
Yeah, Forest Gate.
Yeah, there's a bit of gentrification going on.
Yeah, there is.
This side.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Forest Gate, do you think it's still the same in terms of if you were going to pick up talent, you could still find that in Forest Gate in terms of the ferocity, the hard upbringings and stuff? Is that still the same?
I mean, I think so. Without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, we don't discriminate with regards to community.
Yeah, of course.
And no matter how affluent the area is, you'll always find that one person. The main thing is the drive, the desire, the passion. And some people come with the most horrible backgrounds in the most affluent of areas.
Yes.
And sometimes we find them here.
Yes.
And again, there's no anyone. How can I put this? You can find those sort of people.
Right.
I mean, a lot of teenagers they go through a lot of things, especially growing up in an ever-changing society.
Yeah.
So you find that when they come in, they have that same passion, drive, and sort of perseverance.
Yes.
And they bring that in and they channel it into kickboxing, and then they get very far, as Coach Olu has already
Okay,
mentioned.
I want to talk about somebody very important, myth or legend, Bruce Lee. Let's talk about Bruce just for a second.
Yeah.
What does Bruce mean to you?
Bruce is an inspiration. What more can I say? Because with inspiration you can do anything.
Yes.
So Bruce is more of an inspiration than anything else. Because of the way that he taught. But remember, he's more from a Wing Chun background.
Right.
Yeah, so he's learned how to adapt that to his own style of Jeet Kune Do, which is like, I understand, a hybrid of different martial arts.
I believe you've got a Wing Chun student coach here, I believe.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, Alfie does Wing Chun.
I did speak to him briefly. He said he would love to do an interview.
Yeah, Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good to speak to Joe because he also knows about how to deal with Wing Chun fighters. That doesn't mean we can beat Wing Chun fighters. That just means that we understand how you should fight a Wing Chun fighter.
I was absolutely so impressed with your knowledge of the various different arts.
Yeah.
And we need to do a separate interview to that. But why is it important to understand all the arts?
Right. You have to take out the myth that sometimes surround some of the arts. You have to understand what they're there for. Because lots of people create great student in one discipline, go on to create another discipline.
Right.
For instance, take like mixed martial arts.
Yes.
Before it was mixed martial arts, it was the Ultimate Fighting Championships.
Yes.
And back then, you saw Hoist Gracie sort of dominate, light guy, using Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. But back then, everybody had their own unique style. So the boxer might fight the karate guy, the wrestler might fight the kickboxer, and it would come down to the individual characters as opposed to who would win. And what you'd find, there'd be no weight categories. And after a while, you'd find out, hold on a minute, the boxer would think, why? If I'm going to be fighting the judo guy, I need to learn how to stop him from taking me down. Because I'm just doing this, and my man's doing that. Right? And the judo guy would probably think, I've got to learn how to roll with the punch. So what you'd find is that different disciplines will then incorporate different aspects of other styles into their main style. Before you know it, mixed martial arts. Voila.
Wow.
What can I say?
Wow.
That's my understanding of it. Because now when you look at it, you'll have like a stand-up mixed martial arts fighter who's more of a boxer, wants to strike you.
Yep.
You'd have a takedown specialist.
Right.
There was a time when they used to think if you get them on the ground, but then they'd learn how to sprawl and stop that.
Right.
You see?
Okay. Wow. Interesting. So, yourself and Bruce Lee, your thoughts on the man, Bruce Lee, and the legend?
Again, I think he is an absolute, an absolute inspiration. I think growing up, he was one of my idols growing up. I mean, when you hear Bruce Lee, it's all about sort of the underdog. And if you know his history, coming up through the harsh times that he did come up and to make it and where he got to, and to actually advertise and market martial arts as something other than, an aggressive sport.
Yes.
In fact, he took the opposite. He spoke about how you can develop martial arts part of life, and which is what I teach my students as well. You don't learn kickboxing to beat up one another. You learn kickboxing to understand your skills and then to use it to help others and aid others. That's the main thing. So again, for me, Bruce Lee is a huge inspiration, and his methodology is all about using martial arts and applying it to your life and helping others.
Wow. Wow. So, to a young person who might be thinking of taking part in self-defense, what would you say to them?
I'd say first figure out your why. Why are you doing martial arts? If you're going to go and think, I'm going to go beat up my local bully, it's not going to work.
Really?
Okay?
Why?
Because you can't come with that mindset. You can't come with that mindset. And if you have that mindset, if you train with anger and emotions, you won't improve as a fighter. Whereas if you see it from a martial artist perspective, it's an art. I'm learning something to develop myself as a human being. Then you see yourself develop. You find, for instance, when we're sparring, our coaches always say, don't fight angry, fight smart. Because when you start fighting with anger and emotion, you start making mistakes.
Right.
My name is Joe Warwood, Chief Instructor at Mantis Kickboxing Club, Forest Gate, London, E7.
Okay, so tell us about your journey in about, a minute or 2 minutes.
My journey started in East London, school. Started off as karate. Get beaten up when I was at school as a young boy, so basically I had to defend myself, so I went into karate. And from karate went into judo. From judo went into kung fu, in the snake and monkey technique and all that. And from there basically went into kickboxing. I stuck in kickboxing, fight for a British title and things like that, and just went on and on and on. And been running my own gym now for well over 30 years.
What's the key to running a gym for so long, apart from being consistent?
Key for running the gym basically is to have good guys behind you. Basically here I have a good group of guys. I have a key boxing coach. I have many other guys who are dedicated and here basically helping me. And to be honest with you, a lot of people didn't expect me to still be here and still be running my own gym. And basically we hold so many different titles. English title, British title. We got a guy here, he's two-time British title holder. We got another one, he's two-time British title. We got English champions here, British champion, Southern area champion, and it goes on and on and on. And we even teach some famous people.
Yes.
Like Idris Elba come from this gym.
Yes, I hear.
Tim Campbell come from this gym.
My old schoolmate.
Yeah. So and then I had a couple of people who I trained from Gladiators.
Ah!
From here. So,
Wow!
So we and a couple of people come from some of the other soaps which we train from here.
Right.
Which one of the guys done an advert in the television jumping over a Volkswagen Golf and all that. He come from here.
Oh, wow!
So basically, we come a long way, and as you can see, we're still here producing basically good people.
Yes.
People who wants to dedicate basically, and people just want to come and do fitness is all good.
So-
people want to come and take part in tournament, then we're there. We was ranked number 2 in Britain at one time.
As a gym?
Ranked number 2 in Britain at one time it was.
Wow! How do you rank a gym?
Well, basically, it all depends on how many titles that you hold in that period of time.
Right.
So basically, we went through a stage when guys come in and train here, and guys, I said to me, well, where do you want to see yourself, or where do you want to go? And they said to me, well, I would like to be a British holder. And I said, well, I can get you there, considering you turn up here and you give it everything you got.
Yep.
And I think I've done all of that. All the guys who turn up here, I had one guy who was coming here from since he was 12 years old, and his goal was to be British champion. And he's done it. He's now 2-time British champion. Now runs his old gym, and supposed to be here tonight, but don't know where he is.
Ah.
Supposed to be here because he's got one of his guys fighting for a world title.
Wow. Where's the
And
World
so-
Cup going to be?
Huh?
Where's this going to be?
I think that's going to be up north. We're going to be a distance away because I think all tickets are already sold out because
Right.
it's a massive fight. So, yeah, there you go.
Wow.
So I think we come a long way. I got my girlfriend is normally here,
Yes.
Sabrina, which normally here helped me train, put everything together, do the book work when we come for competition. She handles all the paperwork and sorted everything. So even the guy that you interviewed before me,
Yes.
he's one of my students which I train. He runs his own gym now.
Yes, he was telling me.
And basically I go down on a Saturday and help him with his gym, and he comes down on a Monday and help me with my gym. So we got a good little,
Relationship there.
yeah, good.
What do you think? I mean, why do you think you've got that relationship with your former students? Well, you call them former students because they're still coming back to you. So
Yeah, listen, I have untold guys who have left here and gone to other gym, but still come back here because at the end of the day, we're like a family here. We don't just, when someone decides to go somewhere else, we don't just abandon and say you can't come back here. I always say to someone, if you want to learn a bit more, if you want to go to a boxing gym and learn boxing, go to a boxing gym. But if you want to put it all together and come back and do kickboxing, here's where to be. And it doesn't matter where they go,
they always come back here.
always come back here. Like you see, we've got a young lady in there, Jackie.
Yes.
She is basically a PE teacher,
Right.
but she is very good when it comes for training people and getting their fitness up for shows and things like that. She's on key.
My name is Mikhail.
Okay, Mikhail, how are you?
I'm right, thank you.
Where are you from, Mikhail?
I'm come originally from Russia, Moscow, martial arts enthusiast.
Ah, so talk to us about your journey and how you're here and why you're here and what you do here.
In the gym?
Yes.
Okay. I found this way to gym
Yes.
by seeing some leaflet.
Yes.
And I decided to join to keep fit.
Yes.
You know, to make new friends.
Yes.
It's an excellent gym, a lot of nice people around,
Yes.
all over the, from many countries.
Yes.
I met people British, Greece,
Yes.
Polish,
Yes.
Lithuanian, Latvian, Ukrainian,
Yes.
Belarusian,
Yes.
and
Wow.
Romanian.
And how have you found it?
Albanians.
Albania, do you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, it's a great gym and
Yes.
great people, and I'm having very good time. And
How long have you been at the gym?
I think roughly about 15 years old.
15 years you've been at the gym?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time. What keeps you here? Why do you stay here?
In England or in gym?
In the gym?
Gym, it's an enormous, excellent place. To say honestly, I will respect all martial arts
Yes.
schools, but this I found the most of how to explain, place where it's a so flexible place.
Yes.
In previous clubs, I found nice people, but very too strictly.
Yes.
It's only sometimes 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour and a half.
Yes.
If, for example, it's long Johnny, I'm
Yes.
coach.
Yes.
If I'm, for example, late 5 minutes, it's mean
No,
not allowed.
Yeah.
This we have excellent 3.5 hours.
Yes,
We can
yes.
do whatever for 3 hours, much more things.
Yes.
Plus, it's quite flexible. For example, I work today this evening.
Right.
I finish only at 9 o'clock about.
Okay.
To 9, I
Okay.
come and I can join and get sleep, get training.
Fantastic.
It's impossible to another place.
Okay, fantastic.
Very flexible.
Fantastic. And the trainer, the chief trainer, what about him?
I think this is well excellent trainers, and there is Olu, Joe, but I'm also helping his assistant. I'm
Yes.
helping to training to Joe and Olu, and also another variety of trainers. I think the chief is well. It's a second difference from many gyms.
Yes.
Because I've noticed in many gyms people doing the same workout, and it's quite moderate or sometimes easy. So advanced people with black belt do the same that new, and
Yes.
they're repeating the same thing.
All the time.
This we can split on group. I can
And do different things.
I can bring up to speed younger people
Yes.
or novice people,
Yes.
while advanced people training with another coach.
Yes.
For example, it's very flexible, not just in time, but what you're doing. For example, if I don't feel good, my legs problem,
Yes.
I can do
My
another
arms.
group. You do arms. If I arms something not good, I
can work my feet.
legs. If I'm too tired, too exhausted, I can easy join easy group.
Okay.
And lighter to take lighter.
Wow.
Let us compare with a few gyms I know.
Okay.
Previous.
You can't do it in other gyms.
No, everybody is the same.
Good.
Every inch.
Flexibility. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic.
Best Russian MMA guy.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Come on.
Everyone calls me Del. I'm one of the kickboxers at Mantis. I've been training here for about 20 years. It's been on and off, but yeah, for about 20 years now. I help Joe, Olu, Clive. I help the guys warm up some of the younger students,
Yes.
do the stretches, do their warm-ups. And then the senior instructors, they come in and take the class, run the class. I enjoy coming here.
Yes.
This is why I've been coming here for about 20 years.
Yes.
It's a family atmosphere. We're all friends. We're like brothers and sisters here.
Yes.
We train hard together. We push each other. It's great for the youngsters. Instead of being out on the streets, hanging out with gangs, especially in East London, there's knife crime, gun crime.
Yes.
So if we can get youngsters in here, instead of hanging out on the streets, come here, train, learn self-defense, fitness, nutrition, learn to look after yourself, lead a healthy lifestyle, and yeah, just basically keep away from gangs.
Fantastic. Wow. Why did you come to the gym, and why did you come back to the gym?
I wanted to learn self-defense,
Yes.
especially growing up in East London.
Yes.
I wasn't into bodybuilding. My friends went into that route, doing weights, getting big.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually do something more practical,
Right.
A way of looking after myself if
It came to it.
ever came to it. And I was recommended this club by a friend, and from day one I was hooked. It's like an addiction. I keep coming back, and I enjoy what I do. The people are really nice. We've got professional kickboxers, professional boxers, professional Thai fighters. So we're learning from the best. Guys that have been there, they fought for British titles, European titles, world titles. So you know the level of expertise from the instructors is sky high.
Yeah.
I don't need to go somewhere else.
Got it all here.
I'm training with the best guys in London. Hand on my heart, I think this is the best gym in London, full stop.
Wow.
So that's why I keep coming back. And I've recommended friends, colleagues to come and train. And I'd recommend to everyone watching this, come down, come and try it out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Too fast? Wing Chun is always slow.
So how long have you been teaching Wing Chun?
When I was 13.
Okay. And how long have you been teaching it now?
Nearly 40 years, 46, 47 years.
46, 47 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Must have been a bit of a journey. What got you into it?
Huh?
What got you into it?
Now I was disabled.
Right.
And some guy, a young kid, got me into it.
Okay. And then from now, and from there, how long were you doing the Wing Chun? I mean, obviously before you actually felt you were very good at it.
Quite long really. Gradually, doing it slowly. So when you keep doing it all the time, it comes automatically when you're fighting.
Okay. So how long have you been actually teaching the sport?
Say about quite long, 49 years.
You've been teaching it for 49 years?
Yeah.
Damn. When did you realise it was time for you to teach?
When I was young really,
Yeah.
I was really disabled.
Yes.
I was really disabled.
And so did you fight in any tournament?
You block with your hair, you block with a knife, and then you come with the arm, and you just cross over. Everything is just a move. Everything is a move. So it's what it is. So all this.
So could you do the knife again for us? The knife.
The knife would be, when the knife comes, your hair, you block it down.
Yes.
You grab it, and when it comes, you can swing it round. But when you swing it round, you follow him as well. And or you can say block, hit.
Okay.
Or you can block him, chop him, or
Yes.
you can nerve him as well.
So
Grab him and press
now,
him
can you do that in full speed as opposed to doing it slow, so somebody would see the full impact of that?
When someone comes to spar fast, you block and hit.
Okay.
And over, cross here. And you're back again. Here.
Do it again.
And when the knife is block, twist it around. Twist it. Or when it comes to the knife again, you block, you hit. You step forward. And when you step forward, your power comes in. The power comes in and he's closer. You hit close. Then you hit him again. You hit him across. Elbow.
Right.
And a long stick, if someone comes with a long stick or hit them down, what you do, you go down, turn at the same time, grab him, break him, and you hit. So you snap 2 times.
Wow.
I'll show you the snap. So when it comes here, grab him this, snip it down, turn over, snap him out, then tap, tap, tap.
Right.
Goes over.
Wow.
Someone comes behind you, you're like here. Yeah, like you're like a magician. You're not square, it's here. And when you hit the hair, then you come again. You come again. Every time you do it, you do moves. Every time you block, hit, over, hit, down, hit, up, hit.
So how do you ensure you're doing that there? How do you ensure that you're not in sparring mode when you are actually attacked? Because that's nice.
Yeah.
But I'm now imagining in a real fight.
That is the real fight. I'm showing it slowly.
Right. So show me that.
That is I'm snapping everyone up, numbing them up, pricking them 1, 2. So when I block him, snap, snap, snap.
Wow.
Throw. You cross over, snap, snap. And you just fling them over. If you don't want to hit them.
Yes.
If you don't want to hit them, you up, grab them here, snap, fling them away. Come again, here, and don't have block. When 2 people come towards you
Yes.
with stick, you come in block, you block, hit, and hit. Hit. That's what you do.
Wow.
So when they come with a stick, you block right here. You block it here.
Yep.
Come here, you block it. You hit him, or you
Okay.
can numb him.
Right.
So when I come, snap him out.
Yes.
Snap him here, right? Snap
Yes.
him. And when you snap him, you grab him, you fling him. That
So-
one is coming over to hit you with a stick.
Wow.
So that card is ready. I'm here, that guy is ready for you. So when he comes, cross. Or if he comes below, you
Yes.
Or you seem to change with two weapons. So if that guy's got one stick,
Yes.
that guy's now with the stick.
Yes.
So when he comes, you block, you hit him. His wrist is broken, so you hit him as well.
Yes.
So he comes again, you turn over, you grab him here, and you grab him there. You twist him here, ankle here, break him.
Yes.
And you broke him here, so you break, up again, and he comes again, snap him again, and then turn to hit.
That's great if they come at you at a certain angle.
Yes.
If they don't come at a certain angle, then what happens?
Well, it'll still be the same. It'll still be, if they're coming if they're coming two.
Yes.
Like if they're coming.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the case, okay, they come straight at you, but if one person has a bit of martial arts or has a bit of boxing, they may not come at you at the same angle. So how do you make sure your grips are still the same?
The grip is still the same because Wing Chun is block. When you grab,
Yes.
once you block, you block. You're blocking, you block here.
Right.
Once you block them, that's it. So you're adding like kind of Hapkido block as well.
Okay.
So Wing Chun is more of a snake and like Wing Chun and snake or Wing Chun and tiger. So my grandmaster showed me like kind of Hapkido.
Yes.
When they grab you, that's when you use the grabbing.
Right.
Wing Chun is more blocking and hitting.
Right.
So when it comes like two people, right? Okay, the sample is two people. I'll show you what is Wing Chun. Wing Chun is more like blocking, hitting, up, hitting, down, hit.
Okay.
Someone comes behind you again, you block. So they come to you blocking, you block your hair.
Right.
So if they come with a kick, your hair, and you just push them down and you hit.
Right.
Or you can, what you do, you can kick him
Yep.
and then hit, and then you turn.
Have you ever had to use it yourself?
Yes, yes.
And what's happened when you've used it?
I used it in a pub.
Okay.
And a long time, but I didn't want to tell no one about it.
Okay.
But no one, of course, I was walking like a limp.
Yes.
And when I was walking, I could remember the moves, what I'd done on the guys.
Yes.
Because one was so good, I just do the blocks. So when it comes, some guy come to push me on the other guy. So I take it no offer, I said, that's it. When it comes again, so he come to push again, I grabbed him, lift him up, and over this side. So I kind of grabbed him arm there, twist it, and hold him up.
Yes.
And I turn him around like this, like that. Hold him up, I hold him.
Yes.
And now his friend comes to me, what I snap him up, push him out the way. So the other guy comes with a bottle. So when I turn, I come over like this. So when he comes down, I add the Hapkido, so I grabbed him, twist him up, and after that, I pushed him.
Yes.
Pushed him. I didn't want to do no damage.
So what happened after those two guys? What do those two guys do afterwards?
They just lay down on the floor, all in pain. Broken wrist, broken arm.
Wow.
Broken arm, broken wrist. So what I done, I grabbed him, lift him up, broke, fling him over.
Did you? So when it happened, was it fight or flight for you?
It was like really like a fight. They took it serious.
Yeah.
I took it like not even a fight.
Okay.
Fight and holding, throwing away is two different things.
Right.
Hitting, fighting. When you're fighting, you're hitting and going like this. You're hitting.
Yeah.
All the time you're blocking. Block, hit, over, hit, slam, over, down, slap. That's what you're doing.
Right.
That's what you're doing. All the time you slap. But you see, the thing is, it looks like kind of it don't mean nothing. It's just an exercise.
But really,
but when it comes to the fight, when it comes to it, then you realise
how deadly it is.
Yeah, that is. See how it is. Wing Chun is more like no power, just soft. You're blocking. That's why they say it's good for ladies. Ladies should do Wing Chun.
Yes.
And when they do Wing Chun, it's more like lightly. It's like Tai Chi.
Yes.
It's all like this.
Yes.
Wing Chun is more like you're grabbing, you're blocking. So everything just come fluently. When you keep doing it all the time,
Yep.
you know, it comes. I know it looks fancy, all these hand moves. I know it looks fancy. It always looks fancy. Bruce Lee and everyone does it. Aikido,
Yes.
everyone does it. You go to martial art, everyone, they do all this fancy thing.
Yes.
When it comes to a fight, you see the difference here. Because when it comes, because I saw you sample. Sample is when you're blocking, you're blocking up. Once you block once,
Yes.
you're grabbing and then you're hitting.
Yes.
You don't have time for it. You never have time. Then when it comes again, you turn over and you're blocking again and you slap him. When you slap him, that means you're slapping him, you're hitting him.
Okay.
Just hitting them over the head, you just hit him.
Right.
Everything is just a hit. So when it comes, slap, 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 you're just slapping him. That's all you're doing. You're slapping him all the time.
Okay.
That's all you're doing.
Okay. Tell us, people want to know who you are, what your name is. So who are you?
Okay, I shouldn't give my name. My name is Alfred Alexander.
Okay.
And I live in Hollisbrook Road.
Okay.
And I train at home all day, train every day.
Yes.
I train every day.
And you've been training for years.
I've done it for kind of a long time.
And now what do you do?
I still do.
You still do the training?
Yeah, I still do. I can't give up training. I still do it for a long time.
Yes.
And it's for, why I'm doing it is good for the health.
Okay.
It's good for the health, control, and it's good for the mind. You know? And another thing, it's good for the, when I got the one side of polio,
Right.
got one side of polio, and it does it every day. It does mean I'm good.
Wow.
It does it good.
Wow.
But if I stop, it will get worse and worse and worse.
Ah, so
So
it's,
training, when you have disability or, you know, or whatever you got, illness,
yes.
do it slightly and practice probably, it will come to you. You'll feel much better.
Thank you so much.
If you have a problem, my name, I live on Hollisbrook Road, you can contact me. I can show you how to do it.